Hey everyone, many of you reached out to me asking how to join communities, what community to join, and is it necessary to join certain communities. In today's video, I will be telling how you can make most out of tech communities. If you are new to this channel, I am Kaiwalya Koparkar. I make content around open source, DevRel, and cloud native ecosystem. So let's get started. So if you are already here, you most probably have heard about communities and maybe got recommendation to join one from your friends or a person or a YouTube channel like this one. So in this video, I won't be telling you like the regular perks and stuff about communities, but I'll be focusing on how you can choose your own communities based on your goals or exploration, or if you are a college student, based on your year, whichever year you are enrolled in, and how you can make most out of your time and join the communities and make most out of the communities in less time. So let's get on the board. So if you know any communities and stuff, so the communities, you can join communities for mainly two reasons. Okay, actually there are multiple reasons you can join a community, but according to me, there can be two major things. The first is exploring, and the second is goal. Cool. The first is exploring. So if you are just joining your college or just getting started with tech, you might want to explore a lot of things, or you might know such thing like web development, machine learning, and you are like, I want to do web development, machine learning, or DevOps. And like there are many people or many students I have interacted with, and they have this, that I want to work with this as well, that as well, and often get confused. So the I consider them in exploring stage, and I always recommend them the communities which are open ended and accept every type of contributor or learner, and they can get started with those community. Also not even if not the open ended ones, then you can actually join. Say suppose you are interested, you want to explore machine learning, then you can join the machine learning communities. I will share where you can find all those, so just focus on what I'm trying to tell right now. If you want, then you can join web development as well. Then you can join DevOps as well. Okay, so you can join multiple communities in multiple niche. You can join web3 uh, communities as well. So for exploring, I would suggest join communities. So I myself work with DevOps and open source and cloud native, so I am part of those communities. But I am also part of some security communities, then some front end and web development communities, then some machine learning community, just to be in sync with all the technology, and just trying to be there, trying to explore if anything is new, yeah, through in those industries and through those communities, and just trying to network. So this is for exploring. So whenever you find a community which is not entirely intact with your goal, I will talk about finding communities according to your goal as well in a while. But I will for exploring, you can join the communities, so you can actually see for if you want to cross check if the community you are joining for exploring is valid or not. Do check out their socials, their testimonials, and etc., and try to see if they are like putting out like how are their contributors and members in the community doing. And if you get recommended by a community person or friend, just try to join and see what's going on. So for exploring, it's pretty easy, join. And if you are in the stage, I want to do this as well, that as well, then just join the communities. So when I say join the communities and contribute to it, don't worry about it. I will explain how you can contribute as well, everything in later this video, so stick around for that. Okay, so now you have done with the exploring. So but you know what your goal is. So as like me, you know where your interest lies, and this might be like your last years of your college maybe, or you know actually where you want to work. You are interested in web3 blockchain, you want to work in that industry, you want to work as a full stack developer in software industry, you want to work as a machine learning engineer, you want to work as cybersecurity expert, you want to work as a DevOps engineer, if you want to work as a DevRel, actually you should be very experienced in all any of the field to become a devrel in that field. So just keep in the mind if you are interested in devrel as well. So if you have such goal already in mind, then I will be sharing where you can find the communities for these specific goals. But then what you can do is you can join multiple communities with, say suppose we will take here web development and DevOps, say suppose, right? So you can join these communities, like multiple communities where like different people. So these communities can be on different platforms. So most famous ones are Discord, Slack, then Twitter has it, the community feature as well. So you can actually go to these and join these communities and introduce yourself. So first thing you should remember is whenever you join a community, just give your good introduction. What are you, who are you, what are you working on, and what is the most interesting thing you feel about that, any such thing. And if you would like to take my advice, just give a fun fact about yourself. That really creates a fun introduction to yourself and gives a good impression about you. So you can join the communities there. How to find these communities? Follow the people on social which work in this community. So if you just reach out to me to learn about design, I don't know about designing, I don't know about what things goes about it, but I will make you connect with the people in this field, so they can guide you. So there are multiple communities revolving around design as well, web3 as well, which you can take benefit of. So as I said, the best thing you can do is follow the people who are working in the communities. And like, I'm not saying like only the influencers which put out content or anything like that. There are many great people out on social which do amazing things, but don't have that much social presence. So you can get connected to one person and see who that person is interacting with. So if, say suppose you go on my Twitter and see who I am interacting with, and you can go find them out and just try to connect that way and see what communities they are part of, what communities they are running. Maybe if you like a specific content creator, if you like me, I have my own community as well. So there are people who have their own communities or a part of communities which they are constantly interacting with and contributing to. You can actually take a part of that community. So this really makes like a belief factor for a community and authenticity of the community, that if the person is doing great, the part they are the community they are part of might be doing great, and you can always find out that for yourself. So I would suggest go ahead and join these communities. So whatever your interest is, even if you are watching this video and you have no interest in web dev, open source, or DevOps, it's fine. But you can take this as a reference point to reach out to these people. If even if you don't know, my own community is open ended, so it's for everyone of every field. So if you want, you can join. The link will be in the description, and you can introduce there and express your interest, and I will make sure to connect you with the experts in this field, and you can join the communities if you want. So if you have goal, then you can join these communities. So depending on exploring and goals, now I will tell you how you can contribute to these communities and make most out of this. So I will be so for exploring and goal, the contributing part is similar. So let's go ahead and see how you can contribute it and get ahead in the community step by step. So when it comes to contributing to communities, it really boils down to 3 points according to me. So say suppose if we just write here contributing, sorry for the handwriting. For contributing, there first is interaction, then there is leadership, and there is programs. Cool. So what do I mean by that? So whenever you join a community, everyone tells you introduce yourself, introduce yourself, right? But that is not the only interaction, right? So when you join a community, you should always try to be active. And when I say active, is like not spamming, but try to get involved in the community. communication. Even if you don't know anything, this communication can be anything, their meetings, their events, their, if they like, many communities invite guests, join them, ask your questions there. So the importance of this is not only you are getting the value, first thing. Second thing, you ask question. Say suppose if there are 100 people, and 60 of them have the same question. Cool, 60 of them have same question, but they are not ready to ask that question. But because you ask the same question, now the 60 people have their answers. So this is just a random number that I have taken, but you understand how that is contributing. So subconsciously you are contributing to the community, right? So this is where interaction comes in. So you can give yourself intro, just get involved in the communication. So say suppose there are multiple conversations going on, the community is coming up with a project, or they have their own release, or some event is coming up. Try to get involved. If they want, hey, we are open to ideas, try to give some ideas. Even if your idea doesn't get selected, that might generate to another idea. So that is where it comes, is there interaction. So join the conversations. So join the conversations, uh, and you can do start that as well. So this YouTube channel is part of a community, right? So if you ask questions in the like the comments, then many people can see it, and whenever I answer, multiple people get answer to it. You can join community, ask your questions there, you can answer some of the questions. So even if you like, even if you don't know anything, right, but someone says, hey, I want to learn HTML, there might be something you know about HTML, or you know the resources or YouTube channel that do very great or are underrated, maybe something like that, and you want to recommend that to someone. That is a really great way to contribute to the community. So introduction, get involved in conversations, whatever conversations that are, get involved with that. Cool. So getting involved in the conversation and putting your ideas forward, and then as always asking questions. Don't fear to ask questions in the communities, and that will go very long with you. Then next comes is so whenever we speak about communities, people think that it's over just here, just this part, and that is not true. I will tell you great the further part of this video are really great, because that will make you really stand out of the community, other members in the community. So that the first thing is leadership. So what do I mean by leadership? So whenever you join a community server, you might see there are the roles, right? So moderator, admin, something like that, maintainer. Try to think how you can get involved in one of these and get those roles. So I'm not saying like spam and like do anything to get those roles, but see what are these people doing from other people in the community, that they are qualified enough to become that role, and try to get to that role. So even if you want to become like, if the community is open source community and they have their own open source projects, then you can see how you can become like a maintainer to the project. Maybe get started by reviewing the PRs, if you know what I'm talking about. Just like try to think what I'm trying to tell. So reviewing the PRs, writing some contributions, doing some contributions, something like that. Try to take a leadership role in the community, which will really help you. Not even not this, if you don't want to do this, there are other part of leadership, and not many people talk about it. So this should the leadership doesn't mean it needs to be technical. So if it's open source, so you should be taking only open source. So when I was part of EdiHub, which is an open source community, if you are not aware, if you are interested in open source, it is a really great community. So what I did was I wanted to practice public speaking, and I found out that many people in the community were beginners and they wanted to do the same. So I just ask, hey, can I start like weekly public speaking sessions which I can moderate if you want, and we will be there and just speak on random topics and try to improve our public speaking. And that idea was supported, and that's how I took leadership position in EdiHub, trying to moderate the public speaking and trying to help, and that's how grow in the community. So that's how you can take any idea you have. If you, even if you want to start your own project, uh, put out the idea, give idea that hey, I would like to do this, I don't know anything how to do it, but I would like to do it, and see how many people join, and just start doing that. That's how you will grow in the community, and many get noticed by many people, and which will really help you getting jobs, maybe getting referrals, anything like that, because people are seeing you taking leadership roles, talking and communicating in the community. And that is a very plus point when you are trying to make an online presence, which is not part of this video, but that is really beneficial. So like non-tech initiatives as well. uh, and then programs. So third part is programs. So what do I mean by program is, programs you might have heard about different programs. Say suppose GSOC is there, Google season of docs is there, anything like that. There are multiple MLH coaches are there. There are several programs, right? So you can be part of this program. So you are in the community, right? And there are these programs which provide like trainings and stuff, and all these different things. So once you are in the community, you have taken a leadership role, you can move forward with this program. So this can be your next step. So you don't have to stop with just doing one, two, two, three. Just try to think what you can do the next, which will benefit your current leadership role as well, and your future goals as well. So now say suppose you are in a leadership role for any community, anything, etc. You're trying communicating. Now say suppose you become GitHub campus expert. Now you have training, and now you can do events and stuff, which is helping you this community as well, but your career as well, because you are being portrayed as a GitHub campus expert, and you are getting skilled and stuff. Then you can get into different programs. Whatever your career goal is, you can get into that programs, which will eventually help you in your current community position, as well as you will be able to impact a larger audience of community, and which will really help you in like any domain you want to go. So because it's goal focused, so that's why I'm saying. So if you want to really get into, say suppose DevOps side, so see what programs are there in like DevOps related ecosystem, which you can be a part of, so apply for them. Then for not only programs, you can actually submit CFPs. So CFPs, if you want, I have already a blog on it, but if you want a video, let me know in the comment section. I can tell you how to submit talks for conferences and events, and how you can talk. So that this is a really great part too. So you can actually submit CFPs to conferences, get selected, and talk on like international and national conferences, and get a good exposure as well. So this is how you impact community. So you can get started with the interactions first, then get into leadership role. Any leadership role, just try to give out as many ideas as you want, and uh, hopefully many of will that will be supported. Just take in charge. You don't have anything to lose, but much more to gain. And then be a part of programs and contribute back to the community you are part of, in the form of leadership. So you will get skilled as you get into programs, and use that skills to give back to the community you are part of, and that will add validation as well as skills to yourself. Cool. Also make sure you follow good practices when you are in community and open source. Again, there are many good practices you can follow, and many people advocate about them, including me. So again, if you want a dedicated video on good practices in open source or communities, let me know in the comments below, because I'm trying to make really good and focused content around the questions you have. So this will really help me understand what you want, and I can create a specific content about it for you. So do follow good practices while being in community, because see when you are in community and trying to build maybe online presence or something like that, there is three things very important. So important things is, first is credibility. So are you credible enough to like talk about whatever things you're talking about? So I'm not saying you are like master and like very 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 intelligent person. I'm not telling that, but whatever you are talking about, are you credible person to talk about that? So if I'm like telling you about web3 and everything other than that, am I credible enough? So the answer is no, because I don't know anything about web3 in such. So if I'm guiding you or telling you something about web3, there might be a credibility issue with me, right? You want to say, suppose you are interested in open source, so you have to focus on how you can improve your credibility, so people know that, hey, if I listen to this person, then most probably these are great advices and I should follow them, obviously with own research, but there's a credibility built when you talk. So the credibility is really important. Then skills, when I say skills, it's not like prerequisite but a byproduct. So if you are getting involved in the community, people see, oh, this person is really skilled, so whatever they are talking about, again the credibility part, so they have done this many things, they have a lot many skills, I see them solve so many problems, so of course they have skills and I can reach out to them. So skills, building your skills gives you credibility, right? So credibility, skills, and then there comes good practices. So good practices, good communication, everything like that. So uh, even if you are skilled and but your approach is kind of negative or wrong, then people might be very hesitant to reach out to you even if you have really great skills. So having following good practices everywhere and portraying them through your credibility and skills is really important. So whenever you are in a community, just try to always evaluate yourself. Say suppose once every month you think that, hey, how have I built credibility, are people comfortable enough to reach out to me? So always try when you are in community to not like what I can gain from the community. Of course that's the reason you are joining the community, but always be from a perspective that what I can give a community, and if I'm not able to give the community right now, what I can improve in myself so I can give back to the community. So that way you are thinking what you can include in yourself. So you are taking part in program, you are taking leadership, right? So that is building you. And then because you are thinking how can I give back to the community, you are getting skills and you are giving back to the community. So it's like two-way transaction and you are helping both yourself and the other people, right? So that's how. So most people when they join communities, what they think, I'm joining this community because I want to learn web development, and they learn web development or not learn web development, and they think that communities are not that helpful. So I'm trying to put a perspective that try to think of it as, hey, I want to learn web development. Instead of this, you can put it like that I want to learn and help others with web development, and think and see how that changes the community game for you, and that would really improve your like interactions and everything in the community, and you will see yourself growing really fast. According to me, hopefully you can join. If you have any other questions related to communities, open source, my community will be community link will be in down in the description. Do join that as well. Now let's see where you can find these communities related to your goals. So, if you want to search communities, good communities you can be part of depending on your goal or just for exploring as well, then you can actually see here. So this is the We Make Devs roadmap, and I was lead on this project. So if you have any questions, and you can contribute to it as well. So that's why I'm pretty very confident about whatever the content is put out there. So say suppose you are interested in DevOps, so you go to DevOps, and here you can see a section called communities. You can go there, and so you can see there are multiple communities here which you can be a part of, and get benefited for DevOps stuff. And if you have a community, you want to add it here, feel free to create a PR and hopefully see your contribution here. So this is for and you can see there are like common communities. You can see these are open-ended communities, these are for people from every background, so you don't have to worry about that. So if you go to Android, check out communities, see there are different communities for Android as well. So whatever your goal is, go ahead and join these communities. And if you want to join more communities, see what the people in the community, like say suppose you are in Android development community, and there are multiple members, see what those other members are part of other communities which are not part which are not included here. If you want, you can include them here as well as you find out. But you can see what other Android development communities these people are part of, and you can be a part of that. So try to be part of multiple communities in the single domain you are interested in, because that brings a lot of perspective. Because I have been a part of really many communities, and that has really helped me. But whatever community you feel most comfortable with, try to take as many leadership role as you can, uh, and explore a lot in the community. And same way as I said, gain skills in order to give back to the community and help people that are in the community. And that's it for this video. If you have any question, doubts related to communities which you should join, or need recommendation regarding a certain communities in certain fields, so make sure you join the community from the link in the description, and I will make sure to connect you with the experienced folk in the community, so you can join those communities and make most out of your time and your efforts. So thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you want, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.